one of the all-time greats, Nolan Ryan, Astros and Rangers both. He's going easy on his catcher. He's always made it tough on guys, huh?
That's the softest I've ever seen him throw anything.
Here in the 4th inning, Craig Biggio puts that through off Doug Davis. Brett Osmus coming around. Frank Catalanato throws him out, and another collision. Pudge Rodriguez.
Catcher on catcher.
That's fine.
What happened to the code? Pudge hung on, still 1-0. Ken Caminiti strokes this. Caminiti tries to kick it in to round first, and no, pulls up. Pulling that left. Now he's still going with the pulled hamstring, and then he's thrown out, and he thought he was safe, so, you know, he's got everything going against him. Pudge Rodriguez in the bottom of the 7th. Tightness in the left hamstring. He'd be replaced by Marcus Jensen.
Who caught for the Red Sox the other night. Pretty unusual.
Catchers dropping like flies. Here in the 8th, A-Rod facing Nelson Cruz. This one sliced deep. Moises Alou is there, and a nice running grab at the wall. Still a 1-1 game. Bottom of the 8th. Men on 1st and 3rd for Richard Hidalgo. And Hidalgo this time. Here we go. You saw Bagwell over at 3rd. Fly ball, and this sets it up. Ruben Sierra.
Remember, Brian, Bagwell's one of the best base runners in the league, even though he's not one of the fastest guys.
Look at that.
That was a great maneuver. Not the most stylish thing I've ever seen, but he has great feet, great soccer player in high school, and gets around Jensen.
Is there any baseline involved at any point, Dave? Can you run to the dugout and come back?
No, supposedly if you're avoiding a tag, you can be called for out of the baseline, but there's kind of a fine line there.
Yeah, with this, Bagwell 2 for 4 in the game. Again, he's led the National League in runs by a wide margin. Brian Kenny, Dave Campbell, Tim Kirchin. It's baseball tonight. This one of the best games of the day. Rockies and Reds. Buddy Bell there would go deep into the night. Here in the 7th, Mike Hampton facing Jason LaRue. We got a play to the plate. Kelly Stinnett around 3rd. Nails Ben Petrick, and he's in safely.
Who said catchers don't run over catchers?
You said that.
And all kidding aside, you're supposed to run over the catcher on that play, no matter who you are.
Was that part of the code? Is there a catcher code? Now here, Barry Larkin grounded to 3rd. Jeff Cirillo going home, and here we go again.
Jason LaRue, catcher on catcher. And Jeff Cirillo is one of the most accurate throwers, whatever base he's thrown to, whatever angle he's thrown from. And he throws a strike to the plate there.
Make this up in the 7th, 4-4, Ken Griffey Jr. Base hit to left field. Gonna drive in a run. Barry Larkin coming around. He's gonna score. Here we go, one more. 6-4 as Larkin slides in nicely. 2-run gap. Griffey is back. Here, men on the corners for Todd Helton in the 9th. Base hit back up the middle, and that'll tie the ball game. Not over yet. Helton saves it for the Rockies in the 9th inning, only 2 outs away from a loss.
He's going to have 100 RBIs at the All-Star break.
Pick this up now in the 11th, Dave.
1st and 3rd, 2 outs. I'd walk Todd Helton, too, to get the Brooks Key stick. Bob Boone did, and how'd he make out? Swinging too hard with 2 strikes, and he chased a bad pitch.
Here in the 12th, Juan Pierre drills this on Jim Brower with a man on 1st. Brent Maine coming around. No, 3rd is not enough. We got a play to the plate. Brent Maine in and going through as Stinnett went for the ball a little too quickly.
Catcher on catcher, 3-in-1 game.
You hate to see catcher on catcher violence. You know?
When Rich Donnelly used to coach 3rd base for the Pirates, he always walked into Jim Leland's office, and the sign above Jim's desk said, "You never added to the score by stopping at 3rd base. Donnelly will wave you home."
Their 12th straight win at home, hosting the Twins at Wrigley. Bottom 1, rookie Brad Thomas facing leadoff man Eric Young, and this would be a recurring theme. Young's 5th of the year, his 15th career leadoff homer. 2 batters later, Sammy. Say hello from the left. His 18th of the season and 1st in 9 games, 3-0 Chicago. Still in the 1st here, Rondell White. Ground ball, Doug Mientkiewicz, are you kidding me? That's a double play. Later, still in the 1st here, Ricky Gutierrez, his 6th, then Chicago's 3rd home run of the inning, 4-0 Cubs. Thomas pulled after throwing only 25 pitches in 2/3 of an inning. Thanks for playing. 4th inning, Sosa the solo shot, his 46th career multi-homer game, 6-0 Cubs. Sammy 3 for 4, 5 RBI. Twins pitchers have allowed 17 homers in their last 8 games. Cubs have won 12 in a row at Wrigley, their longest home winning streak since taking 14 straight in 1936.
Off Saturday. Dustin Hermanson bidding for a base hit. Royce Clayton with the pirouette. That was a swell play, but the Cardinals were persistent. Bottom 5, bases bloated. Placido Polanco Dinks one into right center. Edgar Renneria and Mike Matheny coming round. The Cards take the 2-1 lead. Next batter, it's J.D. Drew. Punch. To left center and 21st home run of the season, a 3-run jack. Drew batting .500 over his last 7 games as the Cards win it. Hermanson had allowed 21 earned runs in his last 20 innings. Saturday, he went 5, gave up just 1 run before leaving with tightness in his shoulder. After a dismal 1-8 road trip, the Cards have beaten the Sox 2 straight at Busch. Ball A's and Giants. Art Howe said berries in heat. Bonds facing Corey Lytle in the 3rd. Going to be caught. Warning, track power. Bonds 0 for 2 with his major league leading 62nd walk. Bottom 8, Jeff Tam in for Lytle. Armando Rios deep and into the gap. Off the tote board out there. Rich Aurelia coming around to score. Rios, a stand-up triple, ties the game at 1. Next batter, Benny Santiago. Benito into left. That'll bring in Rios. 2-1 Giants. Tam threw exactly 4 pitches, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 lead. Still in the bottom of the 8th. Calvin Murray dropping one down. Look at Ramon Hernandez. Comes up throwing and gets the force at 3rd. Check this out again. Ramon turning in a gem to get the out. Top 9, Rob Nen in to close it down. Eric Chavez. That's a ground ball. And Nen picks up his 19th save on the year. Dusty is pumped. He's geeked. The Giants win their 5th straight 2-1. Levon Hernandez, who's tied for the most losses in baseball, improves to 5-9. The hard
time, Angels up 5-3, top 9. Troy Percival looking to go 17 for 17 in save opportunities, but Eric Karras takes him deep as 6th. The 2-run shot ties it at 5. Oh, man. Bottom 9 now. More drama. 1st and 2nd, Jesse Orozco facing Garrett Anderson. Anderson with the base knock to right. Darren Erstad scores. Anderson 3 for 5, 3 RBI. Angels win 6-5. So Troy Percival blows his first save of the year, but picks up his 3rd win as the Angels snap a 4-game losing streak. Before the game, Wally Joyner on his 39th birthday announced his retirement. Wally World leaves a career .289 hitter. Tigers and Diamondbacks at bottom 3. Luis Gonzalez hammering the Willie Davis shot to deep right center. Watch the fan here. Oh, that's a super catch. The pool didn't even phase him. Pulled it in.
Come on.
Diamondbacks win 3-1. Luis Gonzalez 2 for 2. Into San Diego on Saturday night. Top 2, John Olerud ripping Carlton Lower down the left field line. That's a double. Olerud would score on an Al Martin double, part of a 5-run Seattle 2nd. Top 3rd, Olerud's 2nd at bat. This time goes the other way. Bounces around the Mariner bullpen. Excuse me. It's a triple. Olerud's first triple since '98. He would later score on a Mike Cameron single. Let my Cameron go. Top of the 5th now, 6-1 Seattle. Olerud's 3rd AB. That's a single up the middle. He's 3 for 3, and if you've been paying attention, you'll notice he's a home run away from the cycle. And here we go. There's your cycle in the 9th inning. After reaching on an error in the 7th, he gets 1 extra at-bat and makes it count. The 3rd cycle in Mariner history. Seattle wins 9-2. Olerud hitting for the cycle.
Oh, Ripken Jr. bombing away off Robert Person. And check out the fan in the red shirt. Oh, great hustle. O's take a 5-3 lead. Top 6, Fernando Lunar. And Scott Rowland chucking from his knees and getting Lunar. Still 6-5 O's. Bottom 6, game tied at 6. The pinch hitter, Brian Hunter, hunting big game. Up into the seats, 7-6 Phils. After the next 2 batters reach base, Jimmy Rollins pulling one off B.J. Ryan. And that is a 3-run jack, 10-6 Phils. Bottom 8, the always dangerous Ricky Vitalico. Oh, that's a sweet stroke. He one-hops the wall. The first career RBI for Vitalico. And the Phillies go on to win this one 14-6. That means they've scored 29 runs in the last 2 games against the Orioles. They had a 7-run 4th Friday, a 7-run 6th Saturday. The O's, good for what ails you.
Boston's former team hosting its current one. Bottom 4, Javi Lopez on first. Wes Helms, Carl Everett gacks on it, then hurls himself into the wall. Kind of a misguided tribute to Mike Greenwell. Lopez scoring all the way from first. Helms triples. It's 2-0 Atlanta. Carl would be okay. Top 6, Hideo Nomo batting. Lopez quick throw. Look at Mike Lansing. Leaping, kill the Ovaris, kill the my landlord. Right over him. He's safe. Top 7 out, John Burkett facing Manny Ramirez, who's now in a 3-for-28 slump. Brings him up. Burkett allowed just 2 hits in 8 innings, walked 1, struck out 8, retired 15 straight at one point, and the Braves win 8-zip. Red Sox never even advanced a runner past first against Burkett, who lowered his ERA to 2.51. Hideo Nomo, 5-0 at home this year, 1-4 on the road.
Tokens, please. The Subway Series in Flushing. A hot pitcher in Kevin Apier against a hot hitter in Bernie Williams, and Bernie wins. The man's pumped up his average 98 points in the last 6 weeks, his 10th of the year. Yanks up 1-zip. Still top 2, a runner on for Alfonso Soriano. Ray Ordonez mangles it, his 7th error of the season. That would bring up the pitcher, Mike Messina. Mike said, "I just hit it in the right place." Echoes of Wee Willie Keeler. Messina's 5th career hit and RBI. Yankees up 2-0. Top 4, no one on for Jorge Posada. The bomb to right. The sun is a giant hot ball of gas. Just as Timo Perez. This one ruled a double for Posada. Bobby Valentine checking, and yes, there's the sun up there. And there are Perez's sunglasses safely on the top of his head. Same inning, Soriano up, Posada at 3rd. Play at the plate, not exactly a bone-jarring collision. It stays 2-zip. After a Robin Ventura home run made it 2-1 in the 7th, runners on the corners. Lenny Harris pops one back. Posada, check this out. Up against the netting, making the catch, and the Yankees get out of the inning. Bottom 9, 2-on-2 out for Mark Johnson. Right back to Mariano Rivera. Big Mo picks up the baseball and picks up his 21st save. The Yanks own the Subway. The Mets relegated to the bus. Messina's base hit was his first in nearly 2 years. Bernie's home run snapped Apier's streak of 16 straight scoreless innings. The last 11 games between these two have been decided by 2 runs or less. The Yanks have won 10 of the last 12 in this series. They have won 4 straight overall. And for you Yankee fans looking for fodder in your ongoing debate with Mets fans, here's some ammo. Since the start of interleague play, the Yanks at 13-7 have the best record in all of baseball against the Mets, AL or NL. They also took 4 of 5 in last year's World Series. So there.
Meantime, there's some guys going for the cycle in this. Here's Vladdy impaling Vladimir Guerrero on Esteban Loaiza with a man on. 2nd in the league in doubles. You drive in Jose Vidro. Oh, he's going to 3rd. Stays there. So it's 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Expos, though, would later score in the inning. Now top of the 3rd. Shannon Stewart on Matt Blank. Crushes this. Milton Bradley, long way to go.
Another ball that really carried.
Blue Jays, though, would not score in this inning.
What'd they do, loan them the bats from the College World Series?
Here in the 3rd, Guerrero with a man on, drills this. He had to reach out and get that, and he put it out.
He got his arms extended, but that's ridiculous.
It broke out last year's baseball thing. Here it's 3-1. And Stewart, with 2 outs, crushes this. And more damage. Stewart go all the way around to 3rd. Stewart would be a homer short of the cycle. It's like John Olerud would be. Of course, they're still playing. Blue Jays would not score after all that. And here, Jays trailing 4-2, and Brian Simmons ripped that. Watch Lee Stevens.
Welcome to the infield, boys. Don't tell me this is an easy position to play, and don't tell me you want to be on that field when people are hitting the ball that hard at you. And he stays in this game.
I had to bust his nose, you'd figure, the way it looked. Meantime, here, Kelvin Escobar gets Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero falls short of the shot cycle. He needed a triple for the cycle, and the Expos take this game 7-2. 11,113 there to see it for Stewart, 3 for 5. And Reichert facing Devon White here. Leadoff man in the 1st, and that's not what Dan envisioned. White with the blast. Leadoff shot his 9th of the year, 1-0 Brewers.
36 parks now for Devon White. He's homered in.
Oof. Look out, Jeremy Burnitz. The bat flying out. Guy in the crowd, grabbed that from the lady, spilled a drink. What a cad. Here, Joe Randa, base hit on Jimmy Haynes. Chivalry is dead, at least there. Sweeney will score. Dye will score. 2-1 Royals. Meantime, Dan Reichert, who had 2 rough outings, really regained his form from earlier in the season. April, he was very sharp.
Great slider, great sinker, able to keep the ball down. Actually left that one up a little bit. Jeff Jenkins pounds it into the ground. A really nice turn there on the double play. Fabulous and Lopez.
The bottom of the 9th, or rather here, still on. Lopez back over. In the 9th, they go to the bullpen. That's a scary proposition most of the year, but Roberto Hernandez would work the 9th in both ends of the day-night doubleheader, and the Royals win yet again. And the
Indians and the Pirates at PNC in Pittsburgh. Top of the first, Jason Schmidt facing Juan Gonzalez, and number 16 for Juan Gon, now batting .349, 53 points over his career average. Indians up 3-zip. It's 3-2 in the 5th. Base is juiced for Jason Kendall. Little chopper into left. Kevin Young scores. Russell Branyan comes up throwing, and Pat Mears beats him to the plate. Pirates up 4-3. Bottom 9, 2 outs. Juan Gon tying run at the dish, and he gets tied up. The pop-up, Jack Wilson squeezes it, and the Bucks do it again. They came into the series with the worst record in baseball. Now they've beaten the Tribe 2 straight. You can't tell them a thing. A fight.